Hello, this is Johnny. I'm gonna do a video how to upgrade the Neo Geo Mini Japanese version into uh, we're gonna hack this. And if you haven't checked my first video, check it out. What I did is I already installed a driver on the first video. So now the firmware it have 80 games of Neo Geo. So we are going to put another image, the default image, where it only have 40 game, and then you could put 6 different emulator, Super Nintendo. And so what we did is we hold the button and then we press the power, and then the system will automatically see it, and then it will stay blue, and here will be white. I mean black. Okay. So now we're gonna go to the program, how we change and fix all the icon where it doesn't show the picture. So I went and first you want to go ahead and start a program called the Win image. Okay, so let me zoom into here. Okay, we're going to start this program. Okay, and this program we will have a link, and you could either install it or you could just run it directly. Okay, there's another link that I found that you don't have to worry about I think you still need to do the licenses, but you just run the program, and this is a Win image 9.0. Okay, so when you first open up, it show you nothing. It's just like a image editor. Okay, and what this do is a window editor of the image that we are going to modify. So you're gonna go ahead and click File, Open, and you're gonna open the image. Okay, and the image we're gonna open this time is going to be we're gonna go to my G drive where I put all the Neo Geo hack right here. Okay, in here I have 3 different versions. I made an extra copy. The first one we did was from Walton. Walton, he's the one who we should check him out on his video. He's the one who created the 80 game that he shared with the YouTube viewer. He went and spent 2 months on it and add 80 game to Neo Geo. But the problem is that's the maximum you could put with the Neo Geo. Okay. Today, since he covered that in his video, I'm gonna focus on is the Neo Geo with other emulator. Those emulator that this thing come with, it doesn't have the picture icon. So we're gonna go ahead and go to the Neo Geo Mini-hack. That's the one you're gonna download from the link that I will have in the description. You're gonna download the driver and the burner and the program that burn the firmware, or actually flash the firmware of the Neo Geo with the hack version. Okay, so we're gonna go to burn file, and I made a copy. So this one is the original download, and this one is the one I'm going to modify. So the one I'm going to modify, the only file that you can open is the Venter. The other 2 you cannot. Okay, the maximum space that you could use is 2,754 kilobyte. Okay, you cannot put more than that. If you try to put more than that, it's not going to work. Okay, so you have to stay in that range. Okay, so once you get this, what I do is I went and copy all this outside to this directory. And to do that, you just click on the main folder, and then you go to image, and then you say extract, and you say extract what? You want to extract wood path. Okay, so that would take everything from this image, put it into a physical file so you can see it. So you're gonna click OK. All right, so I already did that, and so if you could see, is right here in my in this folder called RES. Okay, so let me take one step back. So right here I have an RES. Now I went and modified the type, so I'm going to show you what's the difference between this one and the one I did. Okay, so to get there, you're gonna go to the image, and in the image there is No, not game. ROM. Oh, hack. Inside the hack, this is what we are today. What we are going to work on. The other one we just leave it alone. The ROM and those 40 games. So what we're going to do is make this better and presentable. So right now, if you go to the bin folder, you have a one called type. Okay, this is the one when you first go in, you see when you go to the folder called 41 more game, you click on it and you see a whole bunch of icons that do not have pictures. So right now, if you go in here, you are going to see pictures, but you can't see anything. So I'm going to go ahead and take you in there. Since I already copied outside to the physical hard drive, I'm going to go to the hack, and in the hack I'm going to go to the bin folder, and in the bin folder there's a one called type. In there, when you go to the more game, this is what you're going to see. Okay, and when you go in there, this is exactly what you're going to see. You're going to see an icon of black and white, a smaller side and a bigger side. Okay, so I already picked the picture. I already shrink the size down. I did it one by one. At that time, I want to find the picture I like, so I did it one by one. Okay, so I went and changed it to this two picture. This picture is the same one. I went and created using paintbrush and put the picture I want. This is for final burnout. Okay, so by default, if you don't have any icon, it's going to give you those pictures. Okay, by default. All right, so we're going to go here, and to add that to it, right now this doesn't have any picture, so we're going to go and import it. And that's how you're going to do it. This one you have to do one at a time because there's only three files in there. So the only one you're going to change is those files. And then so we're going to go and click inject. All right, so inject, we're going to go to the Neo Geo we're going to go all the way out to the folder called right here, Neo Geo. Inside this Neo Geo, we're going to go to the only unzip program. Now I create the name. You could create any folder name you want. So let me see, which one did I use? No, this is not the one the local user. And in here, the temp folder, I have two versions. One is Neo Geo only and one is Neo Geo other. So I'm going to, since I already changed the artwork from here, I'm going to go ahead and go to Famicom, and I'm going to select those. This one is already there. I don't need to copy that, but I'm just going to copy this too. And I already changed the size. If you could see, this one is 260 by 226. Okay, this one need to be 114. Oh, this one is a lot smaller. It's 8978. It's supposed to be 114 by 78. So that's good. That size is actually much smaller than I expected. So let's go ahead and edit this file. Let's do it from here. So we're going to the we're going to go all the way out to the type right here, and let's see what's going on. So the final burnout, the size is not correct. So the LCD, you have to name it LCD. I don't think it matters if it's uppercase, lowercase, or whatever it might be, because when you transfer over, it automatically is going to change the name. So I just leave it the way when you copy over. So you want to go ahead and edit the file, and some reason it's shrunk into a wrong size. So instead of doing that, I'm going to edit the one that's bigger, because if you take a small one and you stretch it, it doesn't look as good if you shrink it. So I'm going to go ahead and edit this file, and I'm going to go to view, and I'm going to click on, let me see, resize. I can't even see this very well. Let's blow this up bigger, because if you shrink it down, you're not going to see the resize. See that now it's resize is showing up. So we're going to resize it, and we're going to use a pixel. Okay, and we do the pixel, you make sure you take this out. Okay, if you don't, it's going to change it for you automatic. Okay, it's going to keep the same shape. So you want to change that to 114, and then the bottom you're going to put 78. Okay, and because if you put a check here, watch, whatever you put up here, the top is going to match with. So whatever you put here, the top is going to change, or bottom, vice versa. Maybe because I already typed it. So you make sure you uncheck that. Okay. All right. So once you uncheck it, do OK, and it's going to swing down to the size that it's supposed to be. And then we're going to click File, Save As, and we're going to save this one to not to the picture, but to the G drive. And then Neo Geo Mini-hack, location, temp, and this is other one. So I'm going to change the LCD picture to, we're going to call it, you could put it in uppercase if you want, but it doesn't matter. It's because the system, when you transfer it, change it back. So I'm going to put LCD uppercase and then dot BNG. Okay, and then we're going to press enter. So do you want to override it? Yes. Okay, so we actually changed that file into the right format, the size wise. Alright, so let's go ahead and close that one. And so now this is more appropriate size that I need. So if you actually click on it, it's now say 114.78. So zoom in. See, right now it say that. It say right there 114 by 78. Okay, so now we are ready to copy those two files over. So we hold Control key, select both of them, and click Open. And you say you want to copy those two. Yes. Do you want to overwrite those files? Yes, all. Okay. So now those two files have the date has been updated. One was the one I just created, the LCD, that was created today's date, and that was created 3 days ago. Okay. So I'm gonna do the same thing with the Final Cut. You just highlight it, and let's go to the FC one. Okay, and let's make sure the LCD is in the right. Yeah, it's correct. So if you come over here, look at it, it is correct. It is 114 by 78, and this one is can't see very well, 260 by 226. So that's correct. So we're gonna copy those two. I wish we could just drag it and drop it here, but we cannot. So we're gonna go to on top. We're gonna go to click on Image, Inject, and then we're gonna go once up, go to Final Cut, and we're gonna select those two. You can select, go ahead and select 3 if you want to make it easier, but I'm just need those two, and then do OK. Yes, all. Okay, so I'm gonna do that with the Game Boy Advance. Now I wish we could just do the whole folder, but apparently it doesn't work that way. I tried it and it didn't work. So this is why I'm doing one by one. Okay. So I want to make sure all the files in the right side. Let me double check, because I have one by accident, it was not correct size. So now make me kind of a little bit concerned. Just make sure that they're all in the right side. Okay, they are in the right side. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and do Image, and we're going to do Inject, and we go one up. We're going to do Game Boy Advance, and we'll select both of those for Game Boy Advance. And let's make sure that we are putting in the Game Boy Advance folder. We are. So we do Open, yes, and all. Okay. Then we're going to do Game Boy Color. Highlight that. We're going to see if Game Boy Color is correct. Okay. And this is the icon that I'm using for Game Boy Color, and that's the correct size, 114 by 78. And 260 by 226. Okay, so we're gonna do again, repeat this again, Inject, and we're gonna go one up, and we're gonna do Game Boy Color, and we're gonna select those two, We're gonna click open, say yes, and all. Okay. Then we're gonna do Sega Genesis with Mega Drive, and we're gonna go up one. Make sure the Game Boy Sega Master. This is what I'm using. This is my artwork. 11478, and this is 260 by 226. So we're gonna go to click on image, inject, go one up, go to Mega Drive, and those are the two pictures I want. Select those, click open, yes, all, replace all. Okay, last one, Super Nintendo. Make sure you highlight that, otherwise if you highlight the wrong thing, it's gonna put the wrong picture here. So let's go check the Super Nintendo. Make sure that the icon, Super Nintendo have wrong picture. It have Sega Genesis. You see that? It have Sega Genesis. Not good. Let me see. Let me see if I have make the white copy of here. So let me go to where did I put it? Hack and bin and type. So I messed up on Super Nintendo. Okay, this one did not change. Super Nintendo still use the old image, so I need to find one that have the correct image. This is the default image that is inside this this hack. Okay, this is what the picture look like, the default one. So apparently I choose the wrong. Lucky I checked, I got the wrong image. So I'm gonna have to put on my glasses. Okay, and I'm going to show you how I do it. All right, so let's see, we're going to go to the browser. Okay, and we're going to look for pictures. We're going to go to Google search, and we're going to search for we're going to search for Nintendo console, and we're going to select image, and the one we want is the Super Nintendo, so we're going to put Super, okay, and here's some Super Nintendo pictures, and I thought I did copy one out. Okay, well, let's go to the picture and see if I have it in a folder called pictures. So I'm going to go to my pictures folder. I don't think I put it here. I think I put it in the I didn't plug in the Hatchy driver. So I need to plug my other hard drive in. I thought I have the hard drive listed here. I plugged the wrong hard drive. Okay, we're just going to download one, because I did create one that it actually looked pretty cool, and I thought I have it, but let me see if I have it on this other folder. Neo Geo Mini, location, tempt, go to Neo Geo only, and go to image. Oh no, this one hack folder is deleted. Just don't have hack folder. So image, yeah, this one hack folder is being deleted, so it's not there at all. There's no hack, so there's no type. I messed up. Okay, well, I'm just gonna create one without any special thing. This one looks pretty good. We could use this one or this one or this one as a Super Nintendo Mini. Let's see if we have any fancy looking one. Alright, let's go ahead and use, I don't want to use the, alright, let's go ahead and save that file, save the image as, and we're gonna go ahead and put it into the PSP folder, Neo Geo Mini-hack, and we're gonna put it into the folder called other, and type Super Nintendo, and we're just gonna call this one, it doesn't matter what name you call it, we're going to edit anyway. Alright, so now we are going to press F5, refresh the screen, so it's not in this folder. So I copy it into, let's go back out, go to type, go to Super Nintendo, and there's my icon. Okay, so let's move it over here. So what I'm going to do now is I'm just going to edit the file. Okay, and I'm going to shrink it by going to resize. Okay, so I'm going to click I'm going to click resize. I'm going to pick pixel, and in here I'm going to type in the first one is called the TV. I'm going to put 226. So the reason they call it TV is because when you display the icon TV, you want the biggest size, you know. See how if I leave the match on, it only might change it when I type here, so you need to take that out and make this one 260 icon, and then this one 226. Okay, and then this one is going to say okay. So you want to do the big one first, then do the little one later. So you say save as, and this is what is going to show this picture as a TV. So we're going to choose TV.bng. Okay, we're going to override it, say yes, yes, and then the next one we're going to do, go back up here. Next one we're going to do is going to resize again, and we just pixel and take the check off. We're going to put 114 for the LCD, for the small screen, and here we're going to put 78. Okay, then we're going to click OK, and now I have a little tiny one. So we're going to say file, save as, and this one is going to be the LCD. So the LCD is going to be the small one, and okay, and we're going to say save. You want to override it? Yes. Okay, so we are done with it. So we're going to close out the paintbrush, and now if we do F5, why it's not refreshing the screen? So where did I put it then? Didn't put it here in Sega. Game Boy Color, Game Boy, Famicom. Oh shoot, I put it in here instead. So I lost my old picture. Alright, so let's move this in the right place. See, stuff like that, because they're the same name and you could easily mess up. So I'm going to cut, and I'm going to put it into Super Nintendo. Paste. Replace. Okay, so I don't need this one anymore. Now, since I lost the Famicom, but I already moved it to the image side, I'm going to show you how to export that back into here because I lost the picture. So I'm going to go to Famicom, not this one, not the bin, but the hack sheet one, and bin and type. Okay, so in here, let me zoom in. So right now I'm in type, and I wanted to copy the FBA artwork back out. So I'm gonna have to do image, so about the screen brightness is so bright. Okay, now we're back to normal. Alright, so I'm going to select the type, make sure I'm in FBA, and I want those to export out. So I'm going to import, and then I'm going to choose extract. Now this one, I don't need to be the path, okay? I just want the file, so I'm going to select the middle one this time. Because if I select that, it's going to copy FBA folder 2 over. So I'm going to browse where I want to put it. So we're going to put it into PSP folder, and in PSP we're looking for Neo Geo. In Neo Geo we're going to look for other Neo Geo and other emulator. I'm going to go type, I'm going to FB, and that's where I want it. So I'm going to click OK. Now we're going to zoom back out, and we're going to click OK. You want to overwrite all of it because we also copying the one. Say all. There you go. So now you can see that the picture I transfer over there is the one that is mine, and it's in here now. Okay. So when we choose more game, you're gonna see Famicom show up with this icon, and not Famicom, Final Burnout, and then the FC, Game Boy Color, and Mega Drive is Super Nintendo. Okay, those are the 6 emulator. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, all right. So that's the first screen that you're gonna see that before didn't have pictures. It was just black and white. So we took care of that. Now the question is, well, we have the game. This is the program. They're using the open dingo source. So they're using the EDG, like the retro arcade and all that stuff. So we are going to not go here, but instead we are going to go, not the program, the bin. We're going to go to pictures. Okay. Now each picture is associated the same name as the ROM over here. Okay. So if you open this, not this one, sorry. This one is associated to this one. So let me make this open wider and make this one open wider. So you got Final Burnout and Final Burnout. Okay. And there's the ROM. Now you don't need this folder. First I thought you need those folder because I was thinking that you had to do the same thing like the other one. You don't have to. Okay, so you can take those out and then delete it. Now what we do need to do is we need to resize all these pictures because all these pictures in here are not correct size. Okay, so we are going to select all, and right now how many files is in there total. So we go back out here. So we're going to, let's go ahead and zoom back out so we can see everything. We're going to double click here, and we're going to go to Final Burnout. The first time you go in, it will tell you how many image is in there. It's 29. So Final Burnout, there's 29 pictures. Okay, here Final Burnout, there is 85 file. So the file and the game are not matching with the pictures. Picture is only 29 right there, but there's more game here than the picture. The game is 85 game. So that's the problem. So we're gonna have some images are missing file. Okay, So we will have to look for it. You have to do one at a time, or you could go to Raspberry Pi like I always do, copy and paste. Okay, so right here we have 85 game, and Famicom we have this kind of game. Okay, and but here we have 107, and here we have 29. Oh, not 29. Only 19. Okay, so apparently whoever created this did not put a lot of time creating the image. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna make ourselves easier. We're gonna go ahead and select all this. We're going to delete those. We're going to right click. Sorry, this is inside this program. So we're going to delete all the image for Famicom. Okay, there's only 18 of those. So we're going to delete all those. Then we're going to go to Famicom, and there's a whole bunch. So there's 107 games. So we're going to look for like 107 game roughly. So we're going to go to my PSP. We're gonna go to Retro Arcade Raspberry Pi image, and what I do is I normally burn the image, and then I put the image in the, well, I don't think we need 32 megabyte. Let's try the dynamic dual 32 gigabyte memory, and inside I copy the, oh, I did not copy the Raspberry Pi. What I need to do is delete this over here, because I already unzipped the image and I don't need the zip file anymore. So that's going to save me some space on my hard drive. So I'm going to do home, and I'm going to delete. I should do the permanent delete. Oh well. Okay, so move out here. So I don't have any, I just have image. I don't have the physical file. No, I don't have the physical file here either. Okay, so what I'm looking for is any kind of, this one don't have snapshot, but it have, here you go, Raspberry Pi. Okay, so inside I have bio and the ROM. So I'm looking for the ROM. So I'm looking for Famicom. Famicom or NES. A, B, C, no F, no FC. Okay, we got Game Boy Color, but so I'm gonna look for Nintendo NES. Okay, this is the American version, that's the Japanese version. So we got all this game that we could copy over. Now, their game is NES, not the. So there's 1,000 game here. This is only 100. So we cannot copy all the game over. So we have to pick and choose. Okay. All right. But anyway, let's go ahead and do this, because I have to pick whatever game, and I don't have some of my drive that I like, the game that I like that is over here. So I need to plug the other hard drive in here. Okay, so what we're gonna do is just fix the image first. We're gonna go ahead and fix all the image here. Okay, so the way we do this, we're gonna go back to the G and go to hack, and I already made a backup copy of this one. So this one is look exactly the same as this side. So I'm gonna come in here, and I'm gonna go here, and I'm gonna go to hack, and I'm going to go to the PNG. Now the PNG in here for the game is only going to show you 16 of them, but those are in the incorrect size. Okay, and the reason I say that is because if you point to it, this one is actually correct, 114 by 78. This one 114 by 78. 114 by 78. Okay, so what I'm going to do is run the command prompt anyway, just to make sure. And the way you do it is you copy the directory path, copy it, then you go to the DOS prompt, and you could do CD backspace, so it take you all the way back to G drive. Okay. And here you want to type in CD change to a directory, and then we're going to do paste. Okay, some of them have space and stuff, so you just paste it, and then you just move your arrow all the way back and get rid of the line and the G. So you're gonna get rid of the that's and then the G. Okay, so you're gonna change it directly to that folder called CBD. Okay, then we're going to resize it again using the program right there. Okay, so anything that that is, we're going to change anything that have this sorry, we're going to change anything that have a PNG. We're going to change it to the correct size. Okay, right now, even though it's saying the same right side on the top, the file on top is much bigger size, as you can see over here. Right here is showing the size much bigger. So let's run that and see if that will help fix a little bit. Okay, let's press enter. Okay, so we already press enter, and we don't need to press it again because it's running. As you can see, the top is changing to a 25, 24, 26. So the size is correct now. All right, so that was the problem. The size, it wasn't correct. I mean, the resolution was correct. It was 14 by something, but the byte was incorrect. Okay, so once that is finished, once this come back with the prompt sign, you know, the dollar prompt sign, that means it's finished. So right now, let's see if it's still running. It's not finished yet. Okay, so it's changing all this file into the correct size wise. So we're gonna do that for all the picture that came with this thing, and we're gonna fix it. So now if we go into the program, the game and the picture it will start working. So area 88, this name is the same as this name. Okay, so that should work. See, the name here is the same as this one. Okay, so that means it should work. Okay, so this thing is still running or what? Okay, it's finished. Now what we're gonna do is we could go ahead and import this back into the image here, Famicom. This is only 29, and there is this is Famicom is 29, and how come this one is only showing 16? Oh, I also changed the name. It's not supposed to be F. You could rename it, because I thought that they made a mistake by changing this name to that, so I changed it. It's supposed to be CPS, lowercase. Well, it automatically put in uppercase, but when you press enter, it go into lowercase. Okay, so that one is not correct because I was playing with it and I changed the name as well. This one need to be also changed back to the correct name, which is CPS. Now the emulator is called FBA, okay, which is correct. But in the folder, some reason when he wrote the program, he called it CPS. Okay. Now what is funny is this one is 29, and mine it only show 16. So I need to import all this game out. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to select this one, and I'm going to go ahead and import all those games out by selecting this one and extract. And this time I'm gonna choose extract. I'm gonna choose this one at the bottom. Okay, and that will include all the folder as well. So I'm gonna click OK. Oh shoot, I didn't tell it where to extract it to. I just told it to extract to FBA. So it's in a type FBA. Oh my goodness, in a type FBA. So there's all my artwork that is in the wrong area. So I pointed to the wrong place. So what I'm going to do is take this folder here and copy those, cut it, and put it in a appropriate place, which is supposed to be in here. Hack, PMG. See, he didn't create the PMG folder. He actually just copied all this folder over. So we're gonna paste it here. We're gonna say replace all. Okay, so once this is done, we're gonna run the program again. Remember, this program, the CPS is naturally not correct now. The size is back to 46. So as you can see, it's back to 46. Even though if you point to it, the resolution is correct. It's 114 by 78 is correct, but the problem, the size is not correct. So we're gonna go back down here in the bottom, and we're gonna run that command again. So we're gonna go like this, and then press enter. Okay, and it's done. Okay, so if you look up now, the top is no 46 anymore, it's 25, and the resolution is still correct. It still say 114 by 78. Okay, so this now have 28. A while ago it was only 19. So we're going to do that to all this. So what we're going to do is we're going to change this one. I'm going to change it to FC. We're going to run the same program again. Bring it down so you can see what I'm doing. So I'm going to change it to Famicom. Oh, what I do? I'm already in the Famicom. Okay, so there's only 18 files, so I'm gonna go ahead and run the command from here. Press enter. So Famicom is done. Now I'm going to change to change to Game Boy, Game Boy Advance, DIR. So there's 51 file. So we're going to run that command too again. Alright, so that's done. We go to Game Boy Color, and we're gonna go ahead and run that program again. Something went wrong. Game Boy Color, it doesn't have anything inside. Nope, Game Boy Color don't have any pictures at all. Okay, so we're gonna have to put something in there. So Mega Drive, and we got 50 file. So I'm going to go ahead and run that command again. Okay, that's done. Now we're going to go to Super Nintendo SFC, and we're going to run that command again. Let's try directory, see how many files there. So it's total of 60 file. So we're going to go ahead and run the program again. Press enter. Alright, so we are done. Okay, so I wish we could import all of them the same time like we did when we exported it out, but apparently we can. So what we're going to do is we're going to click on it like we did on the other one. We're going to click on it, okay, and we are going to inject, okay, and we're going to inject the folder that have all the game in there, which is the resolution and hack, and then the picture frame, and then here's all the icon that we reduce the size. Okay, so we're gonna go ahead and let's point to it, make sure its resolution is correct. See, and it's 24.2 kilobytes, so that's correct. So I'm gonna select all, Control A. I'm gonna click open. I'm gonna say yes, replace it all, and there you go. They're all 26 something now instead of 40 something. So I'm gonna do that with the Famicom. We're gonna do the same thing, image, and we're gonna go one up. We're gonna go to FC. I'm gonna select all. I'm gonna click open. Yes. Okay. And replace it all. The Game Boy. So there will be some missing pictures. So just FYI, okay? Because not all the pictures there, and I don't have time to go collect the game I want. I just want to demonstrate that this picture things. I'm fixing it and show you how to fix it. But eventually, I'm going to put in, like if I have 40 game here, I will make sure there's 40 pictures as well, because right now they're not matching. Okay, inject, and go to Game Boy Advance, and I'm going to select all, Control A, click open, say yes, yes all, Game Boy Advance. Now go to Game Boy Color, select Game Boy Color, image, inject, go to Game Boy Color. There's nothing in Game Boy Color, so we're going to cancel here. Mega Drive, we're going to do image, inject, and go Mega Drive. Select all, Control A, click open, yes, all, okay, and then Famicom, Super Nintendo, image, inject, go one up, select Super Nintendo, Control A, do open, say yes, all, okay. So now all the pictures should have, all the picture that 61 over here, it should match with the one over here. Now this one have 108, so there's more game here is missing pictures. Okay, he did not finish the picture when he created this. So what I'll probably do, instead of giving myself headache finding the picture one by one, I would delete all this and use my Raspberry Pi and copy the one I want plus the picture, because the Raspberry Pi already come with pictures, same name. So the name of the program and the picture have to identical match. Okay, so if it says 01 over here, make sure the picture in Super Nintendo also say 01 as well. If it doesn't say 01, make sure the game doesn't say 01. Okay, the only thing different is the back. The back is the picture image PNG, and the program is the Super Nintendo will be SFC, or the other format called the SMC. Those two will work. Okay, so we're ready to burn it. Okay, what do you think? What do you think? So the size wise, we're gonna go ahead and click save. Okay, and I'm just curious, where did I save it to? So I'm gonna say save as. It's in the burn folder. Okay, need to make sure I know exactly where did I put it. I can see from this screen. So I put it on the Neo hack and in the Neo Mini, the other, and the Mini burn folder. Okay, that's good. Alright, so cancel. Alright, so the file, it did went up higher. It went to a 2879. So it is bigger than before. I don't know why, because we didn't really change anything, did we? I mean, only thing we did was change the picture icon. Actually, we reduced the size, but for some reason it's showing that there's originally was 27 and now it's 28. But we're gonna go ahead and try burn it because I want to see what happened, because we actually just changed the picture. We didn't change, but if it still fail, we're gonna have to delete some game. I think it's because when you add more, we didn't really add more picture. We didn't even add more game. We just actually fixed the image. So I'm not sure why the file is that big. Alright, so I'm gonna let it save. Whenever you click save, you just have to wait till this thing go from save to back to a number, and it never went to the save button. So let me try again. Click save. See, it never went to save. So I don't know that the file got actually saved, or oops, sorry. I don't know if the file did actually got saved or not. Okay. So let me go back to here. And we're gonna go to where I put the file, make sure it's there. So we put it on the other, and then Neo Geo hack, burn file, and that's supposed to be the new one, but apparently the information still haven't changed yet. Huh, interesting. Save as. Okay, saving now. Went back out. It did that real quick, you saw that. So let's come back over on this side and see if we could refresh the screen, see if the date changed or not. It still says the 29. Did I not put it in the correct place? Oh, I didn't say save as. Alright, we're just going to close this out, and hopefully that will update the image over here. Yeah, it did. See, when I close it, the date changed and the size still the same. Good. So it did not change. That's good. Beautiful. Okay, so we're in good business. We're still in business. Alright, minimize that, and we're gonna go ahead and minimize that, and then we're gonna run the program. Oop, let me bring that back out. I need to what you call it, where's my program? Okay, so I need to run the program. So I'm going to go to the Neo Geo, this is the one I'm running. So I'm going to go to Neo Geo Mini-hack, and my file is in burning folder, but this is the program that I need to run. Okay, and then there's the main, so I'm going to open that one. Okay, so it still recognize my USB because it's plugged in and it's active, it's ready, say ready right there. Then I'm going to go ahead and click on that replacement firmware. Okay, and then I'm going to look for the file. So this is this is not the correct folder. The one I have was in the Neo Geo Mini other, and it's in Neo Geo Mini-hack burning file, and then this is the one that I want. Okay, and I click open, and then I'm going to click replace, and then I'm going to click download the file. So right now, as you can see, it's transferring the file to my Neo Geo. Okay, now this is going to take at least 7 minutes. so it won't go any faster. It will, based on the size wise, all of them is going to take 7 minutes. A little bit, 7 minutes something, but 7 minutes. All right, I'll be back. Hello, I'm back. Also successful. So it's finished. It took 7 minutes and 51 seconds. So close to 8 minutes. So we're gonna go ahead and close it out for now, and then we are going to unplug the Neo Geo. Excuse me. So we're gonna put the base back on, back in the bottom, and zoom back out. And now it's still showing blue. I'm gonna unplug it. Okay, and then I'm gonna turn it off, and then I'm gonna turn it back on. And let's put this close to the here. So that's why you cannot put a whole lot of game. But when you only put 40 game, you could actually let's see if the joystick is fixed, because I know that when I was doing the joystick last time, it went crazy. Not too bad. It's good. It's not like it's running by itself like the other one. Little bit, but not too bad. So much better than the last time. Last time the screen was like going super crazy, like, you know. Okay, so we have 50 game, 40 game. So we're gonna go to the one that say more game. Oh yeah, we forgot to change this to English. So we go up to top, press A button, and press A button again, and we're gonna choose English. Oop. Keep on press B. A button. Everything's A button to select. All right, let's bring the brightness higher. Let's change the sound louder. It's still malfunctioning, but not as bad as before. Okay, B to get out. Okay, so we are going to go down and look for the 141, the last one. Still acting crazy on me. Okay, I'm gonna plug my joystick in here. Now somebody told me this Japanese version, it shouldn't do that, but apparently it's doing the same thing. I got the same version as the person who hacked his, and I'm still having the same problem. I don't know, maybe some particular model, but anyway, if you plug the joystick in, the crazy jumping around stuff it will stop. Okay, so let me see what I'm going to do. I'm going to the number 41. See, it doesn't go crazy. It lets you do one at a time. So let's go to number 41. Okay, see that? Before it was on the Mad Little Pixel, it was showing a black screen. So now mine is showing pictures. So we're gonna go press A. All right. Final Burnout did not have a picture. But Super Nintendo is showing the one picture. I thought I fixed it. Okay, that's Mega Drive. It's showing all the same picture. Super Nintendo, Famicom, no picture. I mean, FBA don't have picture and Famicom don't have pictures. Game Boy doesn't have pictures. Game Boy Color don't have picture. But Mega Drive does. And Super Nintendo is a one picture. Huh. I don't know why it's that. Why it's not working? Did I did something wrong? Well, at least not showing me those button icon, but now it's showing me no pictures at all. That's weird. Okay, back to the drawing board, trying to figure out what's going on. Alright, let's click on, let's go to the Famicom, because I have added some game that I'm not sure this system will take it. Oh, I pressed the B button instead of A button. Keep on forget A button. A button. Alright, I know some games don't have pictures, so this one still don't have pictures. 3 count. This one does. The Area 88. Some of these games still don't have it. Capcom Commando have icon, and this one does. This one do not. Dynamite War does have it. Final Fight, yeah, the Final Fight is the arcade version of it. And Forgotten, Ghosts and Gotham, King of Dragon, Magical Sword, Mega Man 1, Mega Man 2, Mega Twist, bring this up a little bit. Sorry about that. The last image I played with, I add other game, but I'm not really sure did I add. Punisher is here. I'm thinking about adding like a Galaga and Strider is here. Super Puzzle. Maybe oh yeah, I did. This is the one I added, Galaga, and this is my favorite game. And I also added this one. So the one I added, those 3 did show up. Those are the 3 new ones I added into the list. So let's see if it works. Now the old image from Earth, the old image did not work. I went back up, press B, and press everything. And X-Men, I add that one too, and I put that picture in there. See if it works. X-Men does not work. Okay, and Joss, I kind of expect that because this is not those games does not work on Final Burnout. Okay, those actually you have to use main, so they don't have main and they're using Final Burnout. So those games I don't expect it to work. This one I don't think it's gonna work, but I put it in there with the icon, just hoping. And also I put Simpson, okay, 2-player, and also Ninja Turtle. So that's not gonna work. Ninja Turtle, nope. That is so sad. And Samson Bowling, nope. Tempest 2 and Tempest regular Tempest, nope. Regular Tempest, nope. Because those are 2 arcade games, meaning that they use the Michael Jackson moonwalk. I don't know which version, so I put all 3. I know I need all 3 of them together, but I don't know which one is actually the one that I won. So, but I do know Final Burnout does not work on the. So I have to put the one that I tested. It's called the bootleg, and those work on Final Burnout. So maybe I should copy those over here. It might work, the Michael Jackson one. But yeah, this Michael Jackson version. For May, it's not gonna work here, and Mrs. Pac-Man is not gonna work here either. That's sad. So just to let you guys know, the Final Burnout is only work for Capcom's game, and Capcom meaning Capcom CPS 1 and 2. No, well, yeah, but not 3. Okay. So, and then special orders, arcade game, Pac-Man, Mrs. Pac-Man, those will not work. The reason this works because those are Neo Geo ROM that is arcade ROM. So those will work because those are Neo Geo games. And you know, Capcom, like the one we were looking at, the Strider. That one I'm not sure. That one is arcade and does work. So that's pretty cool. So some of them you just have to try, see if it works. I think it's the best if you go to. Okay. Alright, so once I start the final fight, you do the selecting using the second controller. And then once the game started, then the controller here is fine. The only problem is that for some reason this ROM, this thing is some reason so sensitive. But if you plug the controller to do the selecting, then that's fine. And then once you are ready to play, you can unplug it, and then you can start the game. Ah, still crazy. Okay. Oh, really? But when you're inside the game, it plays fine. It doesn't go crazy, okay? Little bit. He's doing his own dancing. But it played very well. The game played very well. It looked very nice. The graphics looked very pretty. Okay, let's get out of here. So let's go ahead and plug the joystick back on. So the joystick plays better when you using the secondary control, which is kind of disappointment. Alright, let's get out, press A. Okay. Alright, let's try some different one. Let's get out, press B. And let's go to Famicom. Press A. Now, I don't know if this one have all the icons. We did resize it, but I don't think it recognized all those crazy numbers that they put in there. I think we should delete the ROM and put the one that actually will work. Can't see what I'm choosing. Screen. Oop. My battery's running low on my phone. Let's try. Oh, they have this game. Walking by itself, huh? Ah! Got me. Got him. So I could control it pretty well. So it's pretty good. Okay, so I get out of this game. A to get out. Does it have Batman? Oh. No, they don't have my favorite game. I wonder they have like a Nintendo floppy Final Fight, Double Dragon, Bubble, Pac-Man. Ah, press B. Press A. I keep on forget. Let's press B, get out. I got the wrong one. Alright, let's look at Super Nintendo. The icon is wrong. Don't know how that happened. Alright, so one thing good about Super Nintendo, we got most of the icon working. Yay! So that's good. Okay, so we got most of the icon. I think with all of them, Don't think about it. There's exactly 10, maybe one of them might not, because I remember it's 107. Ooh, they have my bunk. Yeah, I like that game. Because they don't have Turbo 16. Oh yeah, one of them is missing. Which one is that? 40 spec freaky? Oh no, not 40. Spec Frankie B. Okay, that's the one I'm missing. Seems like everything else on the Super Nintendo is... Ooh, okay, after that it's not. I only have 50 games, the rest of them I don't have. So a lot more game I don't have. Alright, let's try my favorite game, Bunk. So this image is going to be very similar to Retro Arcade because they are using the open dingle. So whatever problem you have with the Retro Arcade, like you cannot play the main, you're gonna have the same problem here because they don't have main here. They only have FBA. So only some of the game FBA will work, like Capcom and all that stuff, like I was telling you. So yeah, you're gonna have the same problem. And see the sound kind of off a little bit, don't you think? So you're gonna have the same kind of open dingle problem where they're using the same kind of emulator. So is this hack a perfect hack? No, it's not, because you have issue with the joystick. So I have to plug a secondary joystick in order to play it. So would I hack another one? I'll probably just use this one for hacking because... Now how come I'm not moving? Move. Okay. There you go. I mean, it's cool, the graphic is good because the screen size is great, but the hack is not perfect. It has some issues. Oh, try to figure out which button is what. then our sounds disappear again. Sounds like going off and on. Notice that? Okay, so X is out. So this is my second time I burned the image, and the second time I still have problem with the image. Okay, so but it's nice that now we have pictures, not all of them, because I didn't really focus on trying to get all the pictures in here, you know. But I think if you grab the picture from Raspberry Pi, the icon, and then shrink them, you should have pretty good luck on it. Okay, so they have pretty good selection in here. Alright, press B. I need to figure out why my main screen is not working. And then Game Boy Advance, press A, see if we have any icon working. Oh, we do have Mario Kart that works. And some of this doesn't work. Oops. Yep, some USB. No idea how USB works. So press B to get out. So there's no icon on that one. Okay, Mega Drive had the correct icon, but then the other two doesn't. So I don't know what went wrong. Mega Drive is the only one that have the correct picture, but then this one, Super Nintendo, doesn't have it. So what kind of Mega Drive game do they have? Sonic, of course, but no. Okay, Angry Bird, Golden Axe, Golden Axe 2. That one is a good Mickey Mouse, and Mickey Mouse again. World Illusion. Opal Cup. Sweet Smart. Street of Rage. Where's Street of Rage 2? X-Men. Batman. Batman 3. Alien. Huh. So it doesn't have Ninja Turtle, it doesn't have Street of Rage 2 in here. That's not good. So we need to fix that. We got Golden Axe. But no other games that I like in here. Alright, so that's my conclusion of this. I hacked it both times. This one with a different emulator, with 6 different emulator that was put in here. As you could see, when I was playing the bonk, sometimes the sound disappeared. I don't remember having that problem before on that game. So, and then the joystick is one of the big issues of all. So if those of you already have retro arcade, I don't recommend go hack your Neo Geo, because you could, I mean, if you have extra one, like I went and purchased another one just like this one. I went to purchase another one because I'm worried that I will mess this one up, and I have no way of putting it back. So if you do this, you are on your own risk and your own daring. Okay, I'm not the one who wrote the program. I try to understand it, so to help you guys to understand it, so you guys could hack it. But I'm not the one who wrote the program, so I can't really help you on that. So all the glitches and problem, I don't know who wrote it. I only know I saw it from YouTube, and somebody introduced me to it, and they gave me the link, and I just download it and put it in here. But I do want to put some cool games that are like, you know, some game that I know will work, because I have retro arcade and they have the same issue where the arcade game that I put in here on the retro arcade, same thing, the same final burnout problem. Okay, so if I have to spend $100 on this, I might as well buy a retro arcade with a 6 button, and those are already pre-hacked. You don't have to hack anything, and they use the same EDG emulator anyway, so you might as well stick with that instead of taking this and hack it. Now, but those of you already have it and want to put more Neo Geo game, that's great. But the only thing bad about it is when you only could put 80 Neo Geo game, which is good because you get to pick which 80 game you want. But the problem is that you have to use the second controller so the keyboard, the joystick won't go crazy on you. Okay? Because if you unplug the joystick, this is what will happen with the main joystick. And once you press a little button, it non-stop. Okay, so that's the problem I'm seeing. It's not as bad as first time to see it's still doing it. Still are going crazy. And when you go to select character, you know, it's hard to play the character. It go crazy on you too. Oh my goodness, stop doing that. See, I cannot live with like that. I cannot play a game like this. I'm not touching it, it's going crazy. So yeah, you're gonna run into this kind of problem, okay? Alright, so since I already hacked it, I'm gonna try to make the image better by putting more icon, make it work. But other than that, I mean, it only takes 7 minutes to hack it. It doesn't take long to burn the image into it. But it's crazy when you don't use a joystick. You know, you just go crazy on me. Yeah, it's going crazy. Give me a headache. Alright, thank you for watching. Hope this helped. Talk to you all later. Bye.